Hey everybody, I want to talk to you today about how to grow fast in the government market. Now, I'm going to go through this pretty quick today, but you can learn more about this in my chapter in Game Changers for Government Contractors, the book. You can go grab that on Amazon and learn more about this. I talk about this in detail in there. So for today's video, 3 things that I want to talk to you about how to grow fast in the government market. Number 1 is most people come to me and they are trying to figure things out. Things are chaotic. Whether you already have an existing business or you're launching this new business to get in the government market, doesn't really matter. But most people, when they're entering the government market, or let's say they're struggling in the government market, the first piece of advice I always say is let's get our head in the game. Number 1, we need to get our head in the game. We need to take a step back from what's going on, get a big picture view, find out who buys what you sell, some little things like that, and create a plan. So you need to get your head in the game. And often it's really hard to get your head in the game when there's all this chaos running around. So we want to take a step back, clear our head, form a plan, find out some of the basics. Who buys what you sell, create some target agencies that you want to go after, and just start to build your plan. So that's number 1. My second piece of advice is get your head wrapped around the numbers. Numbers do not lie. One of the things you need is a KPI dashboard. You need to know what activities are important on a daily, weekly, monthly basis in your business. You need to know things like how many RFPs are you submitting each month? How many contracting officers are you speaking to each month? Different things like that. You need to get a gauge on the actual activity happening in your business, because a lot of times when I talk to people, I will hear comments like, well, we've talked to contracting officers and it's just not going anywhere. Here's a question I usually ask. Well, how many have you talked to? Well, I don't know exactly. Well, a couple. Well, you're not going to get anywhere just talking to a couple of contracting officers. You've got to look at this as prospecting and information gathering. And there's just a whole lot more that you need to be thinking about than just a couple of contracting officer conversations. There's RFPs reviewed, RFPs submitted. There's all kinds of different things that you need to be looking at. But you need to get your head wrapped around the numbers, the fundamental key numbers in your business. You do that, that's going to move you down the track a lot faster. Now, the third one here is one of my favorite suggestions here. And obviously, it's kind of self-serving in a lot of ways, but it's really, really powerful. Is you need to get a coach. You need to get someone in this industry who can coach you and guide you down the track that much faster. That's what we're here for. Now, you don't have to pay a lot of money for a coach. Depending on what you need, you could pay, a small monthly fee in order to get somebody to just answer questions back and forth with you. Or, hey, you may need somebody to roll up their sleeves with you and actually do some consulting with you. There's another option. Some people can find a mentor. Now, here's a problem that I see with mentors a lot. Yes, a lot of mentors are free, but you often get what you pay for. Or maybe you can get a lunch with your mentor this month, and then maybe you can't talk to them again for 3 months or 6 months. So mentors are valuable, and I absolutely highly recommend you bring those into your little inner circle, but don't depend on a free mentor for everything in your business. You're likely going to need a little bit more than that. So the 3 things that I talked about today in this video, really quick, get your head in the game. Take a step back, form a game plan, and get really focused on what you need to be doing. The second one is get your head wrapped around those numbers. Numbers are the key drivers in your business, and they'll indicate what's working and what's not. That's a big thing. So get your head wrapped around those numbers. Then the final thing was get a coach. Go get a coach. No matter what you've got to pay for it, go find one. Go interview it. It doesn't have to be us. Go find a coach that works for you, and that's going to help you grow your business. As always, if you have questions, please reach out anytime.